So in this video, let's check when is the bull run with data backing it, okay? And whether it's a bull run, what key indicator should we look for a bull run, okay? So now let's go straight to your video, okay? With the first one with data backing it, okay? So here's a thing with on 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀. If you go on Twitter, okay, so you'll see he has the data, okay? So now let's check into his data when that's really predicting the previous cycle. Let's go on 2019, okay? So right now we see that the previous cycle of Bitcoin, right, on September 2019, right now it was just consolidating here only. And even if you see of the previous cycle of 2015, it just had a sideways of around 7 months and 22 days, okay? Of 2015 we see, and even of September or 2019 we see that it's just having a downside and sideways, okay? So after that we know that it had no sideways and it was keep on an upwards trend. You see on 2015, even if you see of 2019, after the 7 months and 22 days, it had no downside. It kept on having a uptrend, which you see over here, which last time Bitcoin peaked at around over here at around $60,000, right? Bitcoin was BTC was around $60,000. Right now, when I talk about right now, which is 2013, the same thing, the consolidation of it kept on having a downtrend, right, is going to happen. So around 7 months and 22 days we are going to have that. So after that it's more probably going to be on an upward stance. That's what he's saying, right? This guy on Twitter, 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀, okay? So right now he has the data backing it, right? So after this downtrend around 7 months 22 days, you need to keep a watch on this, okay? So now let's see on the key indicator that's more probably, okay? So even if you all don't understand this, right, 7 months 22 days, when is the key indicator, you'll say, right? So the key indicator is the TVL, okay? So now let me zoom closely so y'all can see. So right now if you see the TVL of the full market is around 78, it's written over there, right? 78 billion, okay? So more probably when the TVL starts to rise above this, you can see this, right, above this, which is around 114 billion, okay? So once the TVL goes above that, we know that it's more probably a bull run and it's more likely going to come, right? When it goes above, you can see 114 billion, that's the time you can start dumping your stable coins or whatever cash you have at the side, that you're more probably with this key indicator with the TVL. Once it starts to go above 114 billion, that's the time you can say, okay, Chal, something is serious here and the bull run is more probably going to start, okay? So if you see that the tops of the TVL was around, you can say around 323 billion, okay? So that is the highest, okay? So from there also you can predict the tops, that's more probably going to be the high of the cycle, and that's the time you need to start removing your money and put it back into stables, okay? So once it reaches the top also, that you can know it with the TVL, okay? So now let's go, how should we use this strategy on the market, okay? So here's the strategy, which is on the New Zealand dollar. This is a good accumulation phase, okay? So right now your Bitcoin is having an accumulation phase, okay? It's just going up and it's kind of making that small trend. Only once it breaks the accumulation phase and has this, you can see on I'll show you on us, you can see this, it kind of breaks this high and kind of has that phase that's more probably going up, okay? So that's the time also on the chart, on the BTC chart you will see this, okay? So now let's go, you seen, right, now it's kind of having a accumulation phase. It's going up, it's coming down, it's going up, it's coming down, on that, on around 28 to 30, just having this accumulation, it's having this accumulation phase, okay? So once it breaks this, which we'll also be seeing on the charts how it's more probably going to happen, right? It will have this and then it's more probably going up, okay? So now let's go to your charts and see exactly what I meant. So right now you see your Bitcoin is having that accumulation phase, okay? So more probably it can again pump back to $27,474 and go back all the way to $25,861, okay? So it can just have this accumulation phase right here and it can even break this and go down, okay? But once it kind of has that a higher high, then again a small high low, which will kind of give a fake, as more probably that's the time we need to buying, okay? That's on the charts, okay? So before that we'll see on the TVL, then the charts, and then that's the time we'll be entering all our tags right here, okay? So if you all understood this, y'all are more probably with this strategy, y'all are more probably going to buy the bottom and selling the tops, which y'all know on the TVL where you can know exactly. Okay, so that's it for this video. If you like content like this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ping the notification bell on so you don't miss content like this and you're early to watch. Okay, so peace out, crypto fam.